Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into something truly transformative. We've spent a lot of time exploring the four core neurocognitive integration systems individually: the visual, auditory, kinesthetic, and cognitive systems. We've seen how each one plays a unique role in how we perceive, process, and interact with the world. But today, we're taking the next giant leap. We're moving beyond the individual components and into the world of advanced integration. This is where the real magic happens, where we learn to combine these four powerful systems into one seamless high-performance engine for your mind. Think of it like this. Learning about each system is like learning to play a single instrument. You can get really good at the piano, the guitar, the drums, or singing. But when you bring them all together in a band, harmonizing perfectly, you create a symphony. That's what we're aiming for. Today, turning your internal quartet into a world-class orchestra. We're going to explore how these systems don't just coexist, but actively collaborate, amplify, and build upon one another to create abilities that are far greater than the sum of their parts. This is the secret to unlocking elite levels of performance, whether you're an athlete, an artist, an entrepreneur, or simply someone who wants to operate at their absolute best. So, if you're ready to learn how to truly master your mind, stick around. This is where it all comes together. Let's start by painting a clearer picture of what integrated NCI looks like in action. Imagine a professional basketball player stepping up to the free throw line in the final seconds of a crucial game. The crowd is roaring. The pressure is immense. What's happening inside their mind? Their visual system isn't just seeing the hoop. It's calculating distance, trajectory, and scanning for the perfect arc. Their auditory system is filtering out the distracting noise of the crowd, focusing instead on the internal rhythm of their breathing and maybe the subtle sound of the ball in their hands. The kinesthetic system is a powerhouse of muscle memory, recalling the exact tension, form, and follow-through from thousands of practice shots. Every muscle fiber knows its job. Finally, the cognitive system is the conductor of this whole orchestra. It's managing pressure with positive self-talk, visualizing the ball swishing through the net, and making the final executive decision to shoot. All four systems are firing in perfect synchrony. It's not a step-by-step process. It's a single, fluid, integrated action. That's the power of advanced NCI. So how do we begin to build this level of integration? The first key is cross-modal training. This means creating exercises that intentionally force two or more systems to work together. A simple example you can try right now is the describe and draw exercise. Look at a complex object in your room, maybe a plant or a lamp. First, use your cognitive and visual systems. Observe it for 30 seconds, trying to memorize as many details as possible: the colors, shapes, textures, shadows. Then, close your eyes. Now, engage your kinesthetic and cognitive systems. Try to draw the object in the air with your finger, while simultaneously describing it out loud, using all the details you remember. This forces your brain to translate visual information into both kinesthetic movement and auditory language. It's challenging at first, but it builds powerful new neural pathways between these systems. Another great technique is kinesthetic storytelling. Listen to a piece of instrumental music. As you listen, allow your body to move freely, translating the auditory experience, the rhythm, the melody, the emotion of the music into physical expression. Don't think about dancing. Just let the sound guide your movement. This directly links your auditory and kinesthetic systems, improving your ability to respond physically to auditory cues. Now let's elevate this. For our more advanced practitioners, we can introduce cognitive kinesthetic sequencing. This is fantastic for problem solving and strategic thinking. Think of a complex task you need to complete, like planning a project or solving a puzzle. Instead of just thinking about it, map it out physically. Use a large whiteboard or even the floor. Write down each step on a separate note card. Now physically arrange the cards, move them around, create paths and connections. As you move the cards, you're engaging your kinesthetic system. You're not just thinking about the sequence. You are physically creating and manipulating it. This external physical representation of your internal thought process can unlock insights that purely cognitive thinking might miss. You're turning an abstract problem into a tangible, interactive puzzle. This method is used by top-level strategists and designers to see the bigger picture and find innovative solutions. The physical act of organizing the components of a problem can clarify your thinking in a way that just sitting and staring at a screen never will. Let's shift our focus to some elite applications of integrated NCI. Think about high-stakes negotiation or public speaking. An elite communicator doesn't just have a good script. They are masters of integrated perception. As they speak, their cognitive system is delivering the core message. Simultaneously, their visual system is scanning the audience, reading micro-expressions, and gauging engagement. Their auditory system is listening not only to their own tone and pacing, but also to the subtle reactions from the room: a cough, a murmur, a shift in a chair. Their kinesthetic system is managing their own body language, projecting confidence and openness. If they sense the audience is disengaging, their integrated systems work in a flash. The visual data feeds the cognitive system, which instantly decides to adjust the strategy. Maybe it signals the auditory system to change vocal tone or tells the kinesthetic system to use a more engaging gesture. This is a real-time feedback loop, dynamic dance between all four systems that allows for masterful influence and connection. Another fascinating elite application is in the realm of accelerated learning. How do polyglots learn languages so quickly? Or how do expert musicians pick up new pieces with incredible speed? They use integrated NCI often without even realizing it. When learning a new language, for example, they don't just memorize vocabulary lists, which is purely cognitive. They immerse themselves. They listen to the language being spoken, engaging the auditory system. They watch native speakers, linking the sounds to facial expressions and gestures, which engages the visual system. They practice speaking, feeling the new shapes their mouth has to make, which is kinesthetic. And they connect the words to real-world objects and experiences, which is a cognitive kinesthetic link. This multi-sensory approach anchors the new information in the brain in a much more robust and interconnected way than single-system learning ever could. It creates a rich, web-like structure of knowledge, making recall faster and more automatic. You're not just learning a word. You're learning a complete sensory experience associated with that word. So, what is the ultimate goal of all this? It's achieving a state of cognitive flow. You've probably heard of flow states, those. It's moments of peak performance where you're completely absorbed in an activity. Time seems to disappear, and your actions feel effortless and perfect. This state is the pinnacle of integrated NCI. It's when the conscious, deliberate effort of the cognitive system quiets down because the other systems are so well trained and integrated that they can run the show on autopilot. The conscious mind is free to focus only on the highest level of strategy and creativity, because the execution is flawless and automatic. The basketball player isn't thinking, bend knees, elbow in, follow through. Their body just knows. The public speaker isn't consciously thinking, smile now, pause here. Their communication flows naturally and authentically. Achieving this state requires consistent practice of the integration exercises we've discussed. It's about building trust between your systems, so your conscious mind can let go and allow the symphony to play. To wrap things up, the journey into advanced NCI is about moving from conscious competence in each system to unconscious integrated mastery of all four. It's about breaking down the walls between how you see, hear, feel, and think, and allowing them to work as one unified, powerful tool. The exercises we talked about, like describe and draw, kinesthetic storytelling, and cognitive kinesthetic sequencing, are your training ground. They are the practice sessions for your internal orchestra. By dedicating time to this cross-modal training, you're not just improving a few isolated skills. You are fundamentally upgrading your brain's operating system. You are building the capacity for faster learning, more creative problem-solving, higher levels of performance under pressure, and deeper, more authentic communication. This is the path to unlocking your full potential and achieving those elusive flow states where you perform at your absolute best. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive today. I hope this has opened your eyes to the incredible possibilities that open up when you start combining the NCI systems. Start small, be consistent with your practice, and have fun with it. You'll be amazed at what you can achieve. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our future content. And as always, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Let me know which of these integration techniques you're excited to try first. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.